So whenever I talk with new clients, with my family, or just people who is getting to know myself, the first question I get asked is, what is exactly what you do? And you cannot really blame them because at the end of the day, you are taking businesses and growing them by providing them with not only customers, but actually systems to help them out towards converting possible leads into future customers. And that is not an easy task to do, and nonetheless, not an easy task for beginners. While it is true that getting leads is something quote unquote easy, converting them into a customer is the thing that will differentiate yourself from the rest. And it is not a secret that most of the businesses that are able to grow are because they are good at that, converting leads into customers. Of course, you have to have a solid product or service, but at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters the most is converting leads from customers. Now, with that being said, that's the theory on paper. But when it comes to the actual practice, what is the thing that we do here at adimproves.com that is able to not only guarantee results for our clients, but we also have a proven track record from past clients too, who have been able to succeed with our services, and some of them being kind of newcoming contractors and scaling their companies to 100K plus a month. And so that's the reason why I'm recording this video, to show you and give you an explanation towards how we're able to do that. So maybe in the near future, we can work together and help you out not only scale to 100K, but maybe going further beyond. And with that being said, let's start with our service explanation. So we specialize in helping remodeling contractors get more customers. But even though we help remodeling contractors get more customers, because that's the niche that we specialize in, it is no secret that this service can actually be used for other type of services and other type of businesses. So the first and most important thing when it comes to growing a business is getting more customers. And in order to get more customers, you need more leads. And a common thing that most of the contractors do or tend to fall into is trying to acquire leads from other lead services such as HomeAdvisor, Angi, Thumbtack, Yelp, etc., etc. And what this tends to fall into is that they always will tell you that they're exclusive. But the reality is that they're exclusive to them because they are the ones acquiring those leads. But once that lead is acquired by, let's say, Angi's, they can do whatever they want with that lead. And what I mean by that is that they can sell it to other people besides yourself because that lead is not exclusive to yourself. That lead is exclusive to them. So if that solves any questions that you had in the past towards trying to, work with these types of services, that is really the answer. Most of those leads are really people who are just hanging around and looking around their website to really contact a contractor, but they get asked their contact information without them knowing that that information is going to be sold, and eventually making a problem for yourself who, you paid for that contact information, but maybe that lead is still not on that buying mindset too. And I'm not even going to lie, word of mouth is the thing that will allow your business to stay healthy and actually to be able to maintain by his own self, right? But once it's actually time to scale, or once it's actually time to, try and see if you can actually get more money in, get more customers in, you're going to see that with just word of mouth, you're not getting there, because at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? And so then is where you really have to get into other types of lead service providers. And most of the contractors, most of the time, tend to fall into either Google, tend to fall into either social media, or tend to fall into those paid lead service providers that I have talked before. Now, the problem with that is that if you're a contractor yourself, you don't really want to be on top of a machine 24/7 looking if you are getting leads or not. You just want to get notified whenever you get that lead, and then just trying to call them or contact them to schedule something, kind of an estimate or an in-home appointment or whatever the thing may be, to really go and see what are they looking for. And that's where our company, AddingPros.com, usually falls into. And it is the category on not only acquiring those leads, but scheduling them onto appointments. And so the thing that we really specialize in is on running paid advertisements throughout social media. Because at the end of the day, the thing that will allow social media for us is to specifically target the customer avatar that you're looking for. So let's say that you just want to work with in a specific neighborhood, or you just want to work with a specific type of avatar, right? That's really common around contractors, right? So with social media, a thing that will allow us in order to be able to give you customers is that specifically target the people that you just want to work with. And at the end of the day, that will allow you to work with high quality customers and at the end of the day, be able to charge more money or get better jobs just by working with those kinds of people. And so whether if you're in Facebook, whether if you're on Instagram, whether if you're just on Google, all those platforms are specifically made to reach more people. And all those platforms are the ones that we truly specialize in when it comes to generating customers. Because at the end of the day, the only platform that will allow you to get more customers and more quality leads is the platform where you have more leverage. And what I mean by that is that if you don't have a Facebook account, but you have an Instagram account with a decent count of followers, or let's say that you have a Google account with a decent amount of nice reviews, then is where you have leverage. And here is where most of the contractors usually tend to get lost. Because in here, when you're running paid ads to your own profile, you are now HomeAdvisor itself. You are now Angi's. You are now acquiring that lead just for yourself. And so that lead is exclusive just for yourself because you paid an advertising to appear to that person, and that person has converted into a lead and has given to yourself their own contact information. By which I mean by that is that you're going to be able to do whatever you want with that lead. Whether if you want to, for example, sell it to whoever it may be, because maybe that project that he's looking for, you don't really do it, and you can just refer that lead to anyone else and just get kind of a commission, or you can onboard them as a client itself. And so that's the whole beauty of running paid advertising just for yourself, because at the end of the day, you're acquiring a lead just for your own business. But there's an important step that has to be made once that lead has actually been reached, and that is scheduling an estimate. So if you're a seasoned contractor with quite a lot of background, maybe you tried running ads in the past, such as Google advertising, such as Facebook advertising, such as Instagram advertising, and maybe you didn't succeed quite much. And let me tell you the reason why you didn't. Because you were able to generate leads, and maybe you were able to generate tons of leads, but you weren't able to convert them into appointments. Or maybe it happened the opposite. You weren't able to generate any leads at all. And that's really the problem where most of the contractors who have tried running paid ads for themselves tend to fall into, and what most of the contractors have tried with poor agencies that has tried to sell them the dream, but didn't really provide them with anything. And so that's exactly what we really specialize in. We use our custom labeled software, which is not only able to specifically find the people that you're looking for, but again, converting them into scheduled appointments. And there are really two options that you can really try by yourself. We can either hand you the keys of our software and you can do it all by yourself. Of course, we will provide you with some training so that you can actually know what you're doing, or we can just take fully on board of your business and help you out and do it all by ourselves. By which I mean by that is that it will be a done for you service. So what we will be running the advertising and also scheduling leads so that you can just show up and kind of explain what you do, trying to see what are they looking for, and then converting them into a client. The software that I'm talking about, it is fully automated, by which I mean that is that we programmed ourselves Everything from the greetings to the lead, by which I mean by that is that every time that we acquire a lead from one of our paid advertising, we will automatically send them messages to their own phone to not only greet them, but keep them warm. Because we all know that it is nearly impossible to be 24/7 on our phones, calling leads and then trying to work and then managing a team and blah, blah, blah. It is really impossible. So that's why we provide all of our customers with their own software to really help them out, keeping those leads warm and letting them know that they're being taken care of. From there, you can either schedule it by yourself, or we can put our own system too, towards letting them know that there's a calendar where they can book a day and time that will fit you the most for yourself, and that can also fit from themselves, so that you can just show up on the estimate, provide them with not only what is going to cost, but also everything that is involved, and from there closing them as a client. It is true that we do also have a guarantee in which if you're not able to make profit out of it, but not only that, if you're not able to sign 3 or more jobs every single month, you don't have to pay us anything and we will give you a full refund. And what I mean by that is that we don't want your money if you are not making money. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because we want to make it as risk-free as possible, because I know for sure that you could be really skeptical about it, but there's no problem whatsoever. We know what we're doing, and if not, you have that guarantee itself to really make it a no-brainer. And so with that being said, I'm going to be leaving a button here down below where you can just click it, answering a couple of questions and then scheduling a call directly with myself or with my team, so that we can not only see what you're looking for, but actually helping you out and seeing how we can actually grow your business. And so with that being said, my name is Paul. I hope that you are having an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.